and welcome to Poetry and Writing Prompts in the Park. This is Julie Jordan Scott. Hi, Kim. And we're actually coming to you today. I minimized you. So we are at the atrium in the Beale Library, which is in downtown Bakersfield. And it's a beautiful setting. Let's see if you can see it over my shoulder. It's a beautiful setting right in the middle of the library. See? There's water, and there's me, and there's some awesome books. And I'm going to be reading from Mary Kinzie's book, Autumn Arrows. And I'm going to do a bonus because I'm using library books today. These aren't books I own. And so after this scope, I'll come back with a second scope using The Book of the Body by Frank Bidart. Frank Bidart is a Pulitzer-nominated poet who was born and raised in Bakersfield. His family still lives here. They are the owners of Bidart Farms, which is near Shafter. He attended a high school about 3 blocks from my house. So when I saw this on the shelf, I said, oh, got a feature of Frank Bidart. Hi, Jen. So today we're doing Mary Kinzie's poem called The Children, or The Other Children, let me see, The Other Children. And it's a poem about a road trip. And while this young narrator is on the road trip, she suddenly sees the world differently. So your writing prompt today is, I'm going to give it to you first and then I'll read the poem. I am open to discovering. I am open to discovering. I'm going to take my glasses off because the reflection is annoying me. I don't think so. I am open to discovering. And what I would like to suggest that you do is to, after the scope today, to kind of look at your world with a different set of eyes on, as the narrator does in the poem. To look at your world from a different perspective today. Just be open to the world around you. Be open differently. For example, I bet a lot of people don't even know this atrium exists inside this library. They've never looked closely enough to know that you can come in an atrium outdoors to a library and be surrounded by birds of paradise and a water feature and talk. So anyway, your prompt, I am open to discovering. My suggestion is that you don't write necessarily now, but that you take the poem and the thought of discovery with you throughout the day, and tomorrow morning when you wake up or soon thereafter, write to the prompt, I am open to discovering. Set your timer for 3 to 5 minutes, or decide to write a page or whatever from the prompt, I'm open to discovering, then take it away. All right? Or you can write right now and tweet it to me, send me what you've got. Got some good poetry back yesterday, by the way. So here's the poem. I'll read it through once. I will repeat the prompt, and then I'll read it one more time. Nice deep breath in to start. I've been really hyper today, so another deep breath for me. This is The Other Children by Mary Kinzie, about being on a road trip. And the prompt, I'm open to discovering. We are in the car and going south. At the tired tip of Missouri, the weather lifts. Books did not tell me this. This sky, this sea would be so. The mouth of Orinoco, where the sun was reddening its mouth? Or the islands upside down to which we rose like minnows in the jar, curious for food? In our water bubble, my smaller brother sleepily less cross, my tiny sister drooling on her dress. How could I fail for one instant in my love for these near worlds, breathing minutiae, damp globes of clouds and gaiety and will? There, I tell them, trying a phrase I had read, are the islands of the west with no snow and apples of copper. Pointing to the purple tracts of sky blazed around by yellow, I asked the other children, could they see the islands of the blessed? This was correct. Where you never get mad and you never need rest? Though they are drifting from me into that water where there is neither anger nor memory, and where reserved, perfected, they are less real, diminishing in sleep more dear, while briefly beside me glows from each shape on the seat a squib of formless interest. It's Mary Kinzie, The Other Children. A quick note about road trips. When I was a little girl, on a road trip across the country, my love of words was ignited even before I was literate. And I sat between my brothers in the middle seat of our country squire, and on a piece of paper, I scrawled cursive letters E over and over again on the page. E, you know how it's just kind of like a loop? And I wrote that over and over as if I was doing a stream of consciousness writing like I'm suggesting you do today, with a prompt, I am open to discovering. And this narrator was open to discovering this land, this stuff that she had never imagined, that she saw from the window, the car window. All of a sudden her imagination just exploded. She was open to discovering a new way of experiencing the other children, her brother and her sister. So what are you open to discovering today? I am open to discovering is your prompt right now, right later. I'm going to read a poem one more time, more slowly. Mary Kinzie's The Other Children. Thank you so much for being here, by the way. If this is your first time here, if you could touch the Perry person and follow me. We do poetry 5 times a week, Monday through Friday, 12:15. Today we're doing a bonus session. All of my poetry prompts and stuff are on Catch. If you're into poetry and or writing and or just feeling better about your life, come back. And now, The Other Children by Mary Kinzie. We are in the car going south. At the tired tip of Missouri, the weather lifts. Books did not tell me this. This sky, this sea would be so... The mouth of the Orinoco, where the sun was reddening its mouth? Or the islands upside down to which we rose like minnows in the jar? Curious for food. In our water bubble, my smaller brother sleepily less cross, my tiny sister drooling on her dress. How could I fail one instant in my love for these near worlds? Breathing minutiae, damp globes of cloud and gaiety and will. There, I tell them, trying a phrase I had read, are the islands of the west with no snow and apples of copper. Pointing to the purple tracts of sky blazed around by yellow, I asked the other children, could they see the islands of the blessed? This was correct. Where you never get mad and you never need rest? Though they are drifting from me into that water where there is neither anger nor memory, and where, reserved, perfected, they are less real, diminishing in sleep, more dear, while briefly beside me glows from each shape on the seat a squib of formless interest. I am open to discovering ... I am open to discovering ... Now please, take Mary Kinzie's words into your day and open your mind and heart to discovering new things. If I haven't told you lately, I am so grateful that you are here and a part of my day. I am so grateful to read poetry with you and to help us all uncover new things, because I am all about inspiring your artistic rebirth, for helping you find words in new ways, and breathing life into your products and projects. Thank you so much.